What's up, guys? It's Sam and Taylor.
And we want you to put your shoes on,
Pop open that energy drink,
and go.
Hello, guys. Welcome back to another... I'm not ready, clearly. Let's do that again. Hello, guys. Welcome back to another episode. I'm Taylor.
And I'm Sam.
And let's do the first things, of course. Guys, it's my birthday week. Like, this episode's like my birthday episode. So if you want to make my whole entire birthday ever, you would rate the podcast 5 stars wherever you listen to it. It's really, really easy. And yeah, it's my birthday, so you have to do it.
Yeah, I agree. Even if it wasn't her birthday, you should still do it anyway.
Yeah, but now you have a real valid reason to just go tap it on Spotify. It's really quick. Like, you don't even have the option to write anything. On Apple, if you want to write something nice, you can, but you don't have to. Just tap it, and then you're good to go. It's so easy. And then if you want to make my birthday like even more the best birthday ever, you can go check out merch.
Yeah, facts. And I just want to say right now, before we get into this, I am so sorry if I have a little bit of a lisp. This is gonna be my first time like talking during a podcast. I have not Invisalign, I have Smile Direct, but I keep calling it Invisalign because Invisalign is just like the most bumpin', like most popular one. But I went with Smile Direct because I have very little adjustments that I want done in my teeth, and it was so much cheaper. So I was like, you know what, fuck it. Like, I'm just going to do Smile Direct. So I did that. I have it in right now. It's my first day, so I'm getting used to talking with them. I have a little bit of a lisp. You probably can't tell, but...
It's not bad. I bet people didn't notice, and now they notice. I know for me, I don't hear lisps ever until someone points them out to me.
Yeah.
There's actually, like... It's a popular country song, but you know the TikTok trend that it's like... We could still be friends. I don't want to be friends. You know what I'm talking about?
No idea.
Okay, whatever. Well, in that song, like someone's like, is no one talking about the fact that he full on has a lisp? He's like, friends.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't notice, but I'm just going to apologize and also say that because, like, that's a big thing that happened in my life this week is Smile Direct. Yay. I've been waiting. So I've done consultations for both of them, Invisalign and Smile Direct, both of them. They use the same exact softwares, the same exact like 3D printing. Everything is exactly the same. Smile Direct is so much cheaper. I don't have dental insurance, so we went with it. I spent I don't mind sharing this with you guys because I'm sure some of you guys are probably looking into it as well, but I got an estimate of around $4,500 with Invisalign. And then Smile Direct was literally like $1,900. So that's like 50% off. And I literally am only getting adjustments on my bottom teeth. And it's just the front two. Obviously, they have to move around like every tooth. So that way
they can fit.
They can fit. But like realistically, I just need 2 fucking teeth to be straight. So I'm not spending almost $5,000 with Invisalign. So
yeah, I'm going to be spending probably a good amount of money on teeth too because I'm having consultations to get veneers. So
yeah,
that's so exciting. Well, not... real veneers that they shave your teeth like down like all the way. They're called lumineers, which are like they don't shave your teeth down. And I'm really excited about it. And I honestly would pay a good amount of money to do it. Like, yeah, like you know, I've been saving money for a reason. I would dip into my savings account to get the smile I want. Because if you didn't know, something about me, my biggest insecurity is my teeth, and it always has been. I've never had nice teeth my whole entire life. I just don't. And one of them has like this white. Now you guys are gonna go look at it. Zoom in on this video probably, right? One of them has this like white. It's like a calcium deposit. It's just like a white spot. It's been there since my adult teeth grew in, and it was that tooth. And I literally just hate my teeth. So I would love to get veneers.
I mean, hey, like whatever's gonna make someone happier. If you're listening to this and you have like some slight of insecurity and there's like a way where you could like maybe make yourself feel a little bit better, like I don't judge anyone for doing any of something, any of that.
I will judge you if you lie about it though.
Like what though?
Like if someone was like, you got veneers, and I was like, no, these are my teeth.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Like that's so fucking
100%,
weird.
100%. No, that is weird. Like these are my like real. Like
when
my real lips. Like I got my fucking lips filled.
Yeah, like when everyone gets like when a celebrity gets work done, it's like, oh my god, you got Botox, and like no. Yes,
yeah, no. I agree. Yeah, that's definitely fucking weird. Anyways, that's pretty much what happened with me with my teeth. Then if we want to talk about my eyes real quick, I finally got new prescriptions. So this morning I ordered 2 pairs of new glasses. I also have contacts, but unfortunately, it takes like 10 to 12 business days for my contacts to come in, and I'm traveling for the holidays. Literally, I'm in Boston as you guys are listening to this. So I am traveling with like nothing. So that's going to suck. But anyways, it's fine. I'll thrive. I'm gonna be home and enjoying life.
So, I feel like we didn't even say what this episode is gonna be. We're just gonna catch up. We've had a lot of guests on, giving you guys a whole boatload of knowledge. Basically, if you guys haven't got kind of the way that we're setting this up, obviously we used to give you guys every ounce of knowledge we know, and we still do. Sometimes, obviously, this is our show, but our guests are now the main way that we are getting new fitness, wellness knowledge to you guys. So if you've been skipping out on the guest episodes, because, I mean, I get it. Thanks. You're here for us. Like, I know sometimes with podcasts I listen to, sometimes I skip a guest episode because I'm like, I like you. Yeah. So, like, I'll skip a guest episode. So, like, I totally get it. But if you feel like you want to hear us talk fitness, wellness, lifestyle, that is really going to be in the nitty gritty of our guest episodes. Our guest episodes are so incredibly informative, and you can get such good info out of those. So then when it's just us alone, just your girls, it's like, let's just talk.
Yeah,
like,
like,
let's girls
more vibes.
Let's girls chat. Like, you're on the phone with like your friends. Like, that's kind of the vibes, because it's like, I feel like you guys already know what you guys already know.
Yeah, you already know. And I feel like after like a specific period of time, it's definitely good. I feel like I need to like catch up with you guys. It's been a while where I haven't filled you in on my entire fucking life, especially with this past weekend, guys. We went to Nashville. Okay,
yes,
we spent 2 whole nights, 2 short but long at the same time nights, because so much happened.
Yes, Nashville is my favorite place on earth. There is nothing like going out in Nashville. I literally gave Sam like a little preface of like it is just men coming up to you like no other, and it's absurd. Like the confidence that instills in Nashville men is like something really different. I don't know what they put in the water in Nashville, but it is like fucking piranhas out there. Like, it's crazy. There's so many people just trying to talk to you at all times. We also met so many of you guys.
I was gonna say so many of you guys came up to us.
It was really, really fun. So if you said hi to us, thanks, because it like makes our whole entire night. If you see us and you want to say hi, but like maybe you think you're interrupting, you're not at all.
No, you're not at all.
Say hi. But anyways, I was like, it's literally crazy. Like, there's so many people that want to talk to you, and like when me and Sam go it alone, we have so much fun. Like,
we literally just let loose.
like sometimes it's like, oh, it's super fun to show up to a bar with like 20 people. Of course it is, but then you don't really talk to strangers.
Yeah, because you're just with a big group. Like, it forces us to like get out there.
Yeah, and we just like talk to people and meet people, and it's so fun. But anyways, exactly what I prefaced happened. There's just people that want to talk to you everywhere. We got there early as hell. We literally landed at 9 a.m. And if you are going to Nashville, I would recommend, honestly, this itinerary of a really short stay, unless there's a lot of shit you want to do. But if you're just looking to go out on
like
Broadway,
during the day, I feel like there's not really much to do.
If you just want to go out on Broadway, like, there's not, like, you don't really need to be there long because it's a lot. I mean, there's so many bars. You could probably, like, we didn't even go to nearly all of them. But a little 2-night trip, like this Thursday to Saturday, was perfect, because then we got home on Sunday. Like, it was a really great time. But we got there Thursday really, really early and went to the gym. And we were even getting like catcalled off the street in our gym in our sweatpants.
I know. Literally, I looked like a bomb. And we birded from our hotel, the hotel we stayed at was like an old apartment complex turned into a hotel. So they just turned it over. So basically the apartment, or the hotel we were in, was a studio apartment. It was fully furnished.
Yeah, it was the Placemaker Premiere on Sobro. So, like, that's what it's called. Placemaker
yeah, it's
Premiere
on 3rd
Sobro.
Ave.
Yeah, it's like a block away from Broadway. So if you're staying there and your main priority is going out, I would highly recommend looking there, because it was such a good spot.
Like, it was so cheap. It was one of the cheapest hotels I looked at.
It was a great
And
location.
if you have an American Express, they do like a special deal with them where you can get like bonus the points if you book through your American Express. So look into it.
Yeah, highly recommend staying there. But we went to the gym. If you're going to Nashville, it's called Quantum, QNTM. It's a really nice gym, really big.
A lot of boys.
Really cute boys. Yeah, there definitely was. It's really big. It's really nice.
Yeah. And then we only went to the gym once. I'm going to say right now, if I'm hungover or I even had like a few drops of alcohol, my sleep schedule was messed up in the slightest, I am not working out. Like, it's not happening. I'd rather get a really good workout in and go from there. So one day, fine. And then
We walked so much, though. I basically feel like
I think we walked like 15K steps every day.
I was going to go 20.
15, 20. I can actually probably check right now on my phone.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I didn't wear my watch, so I can't look there.
But yeah, so the first night we went out was Thursday, and we were just like, we don't really know what to do. Like, we were so ready to go at like 3 p.m. because we walked around for a little bit, and we passed the NHL like arena, and I was like, holy shit, like, is there a game tonight? Like, I have not been to a hockey game in so long. If there's a game tonight, like, let's fill up some of our time and go to a hockey game.
Yeah, and I've never been to a hockey game.
Yeah.
And it's next door to the hotel, so if you're staying there and you also want to go to a hockey game, it's right next door.
Yeah, so I looked up the tickets. They were literally like $18 per ticket. The game was at 7 p.m. So I was like, you know what, Taylor? Let's get ready. Let's go get some dinner. And then we're going to go to the hockey game for like an hour or two because the game's at 7. By the time game's over, it's going to be 9. It's still going to be like pregame time.
Yeah. So that's actually really good if you guys are out traveling and there's some type of sporting event like that has cheap tickets, pregame at the game. Like, it was a good time. I would do it again. Like, there's like... Yeah, if the tickets are cheap. If they were expensive, we wouldn't have bought them. But
hey, by the way, I just looked at our steps. Our steps ranged from 12K to 18K.
Yeah, Thursday I have 17.
Yeah. So that's the steps gist.
Yeah.
But we went out on Thursday, started literally our first drink was at dinner, and our dinner we got to dinner at like 5:30.
Yeah.
So we went to Blue Sake Sushi. If you guys know, we love that place. There's one in Austin, and then there's one in Houston and Dallas. And like every time we're traveling, we go there because it's so good.
Yeah, and like we could have been trying new restaurants, but like really like that wasn't the point.
Yeah, not
like,
the point at all.
Not the point.
We wanted sushi, so we got some miso soup, sushi rolls. It was spectacular. I got an espresso martini.
I got a marg,
and they were good. Like it didn't really get me buzzing or anything, but I knew like, wait. We gotta also mention the fact we downloaded Hinge, guys.
That's what I was gonna get into.
Yeah,
for later
we had to
in the
get into that before the night because some of the hockey game involves like the Hinge.
Right. Well, I was gonna. So as soon as we're on flight to Nashville, this is what you guys gotta do, okay, ladies? You change your Hinge location to said city, and then as one of your prompts, you gotta be like, I'm only here for the weekend.
Yeah, because you don't want these boys thinking you're like,
yeah. So this is what you
get
do.
wiped up.
There's one of the prompts is give me travel tips for. Just put like Nashville, you know, like just do that. So then they know that you're here for the weekend. And then you just
full send
like away. And then when you match with someone, you're like, are you going out tonight? What should we do? Because like, it's not creepy. Like I've never had like a catfish situation. Like you're gonna be totally fine. Hinge actually now. Did you verify yourself?
I don't know, maybe.
So now you can verify yourself. So you hold your phone and it scans your face. So next to your thing, it'll be like,
maybe I'll do that.
It'll be like verified profile. So you can't be fake. Like it makes sure that it's you. But so we're like matching with, you know, guys trying to get plans.
Yeah.
Trying to get plans for the night. And
by the time we had the game though, like by the time we went to the hockey game, I already had like 3 to 4 matches.
Yeah, we
and like I had some of their phone numbers. So I had one of these guys' phone numbers. I didn't even like save his phone number or his name in the contact. It was a random number, and I was just texting it. So I'm like, I'm never gonna see you again. Like I'll see you tonight. And so we're sitting there, and Taylor and I had gotten drinks at the rink, and the drinks you could get doubles, like of anything you wanted. So we got vodka cran doubles. And it was in the smallest little cup. And, like, we're watching them being, like, poured. And I'm like, there's no actual way. Like, I saw her pouring the alcohol in. But as I'm drinking it, I'm like, there's no way this is a double. Like,
did not taste like anything. The
all.
video got, like, 1 million views of us drinking those, too. Which is so funny.
And so I'm, like, texting this random guy. And I'm like, hey, like, where are you going tonight? Like, whatever. Unfortunately, it was a Thursday night. So not a lot of them were going out. But Taylor had one guy that was going out.
So after our doubles, we also got Cutwaters, which are these little canned drinks. And oh my god,
what?
I have to tell you after this is over. It'll actually continue on with this story. I'm gonna cry a little bit. Okay. Anyways, sorry to.
No, Taylor, you can't do that to me right now.
I'm gonna tell you what it leads into the story.
Okay, good, because I was gonna say I'm gonna have a panic attack.
No, it's something bad.
Okay, good.
No. I mean, it's bad for me, but anyways. So, where was I? We got Cutwaters. We got these canned margarita things. And then I didn't know. These are like really popular, but like we're not.
Can drinkers.
And like big party, like get the highest alcohol percent.
Yeah,
you know
like,
what I
I'm
mean?
not-
Like she's not, we don't know.
Yeah.
So we sat down. I was like, oh, these are 12%. Like 12.
And I already had
In
like
a beer can.
no,
Like
but-
it's a small amount of alcohol and it's 12%.
I was already halfway done with it too, and you were like, it's 12%. I was like, oh fuck, like, I just chugged that.
There's that TikTok audio that's like, in this moment, she knew she fucked up.
Oh, I
was
fucked
like,
up.
Oh no. But it was okay because hockey game is over. Had a great time. First hockey game. Really fun. We're wearing coats because it's huge. So we just put the cans in Sam's jacket. I was like, carry these out for me, if you will. So we carried them out, and Hinge Man is like, this is where we are. He thought I was a catfish because his friend, I guess, like knew us from TikTok and was like, they're using the girls from TikTok's pictures. But I just am the girl from TikTok. So it was me. But he thought I was a catfish. So he was like, I don't believe you're a real person. And I was like, I don't know what to tell you. But
Yeah.
okay, I am a real person.
Then you sent a selfie.
I sent
of
him a
us.
selfie. Yeah. And I think he was like, okay, that is a real person. Because he was like FaceTime me. And I was like, no. I was
Yeah,
like, but here's
weird.
a
I
selfie.
don't know you.
So he says where he is. And we almost didn't go. But then I was like, okay, it's actually. Because we wanted to stay on Broadway. Because like I said, we were already staying down there. I didn't want to Uber or like go anywhere far. But we realized it was only like 2 blocks away. So we were like, fuck it. Let's go. Why not? So we met up with them. Drank the rest of our drinks in the bathroom. And then as soon as we got there, left.
Yeah, but like, let's not even like, you can't. We had to be more specific. Like, we got there and they were all sitting at like this table, and I literally have their roster for because they were on like a baseball team.
Yeah, they're on a baseball
And I
team,
had their
so we had to
roster
look
pulled
up the
up.
roster because I already knew this guy, obviously, because it matched with him on Hinge. But like, if he said he was with his teammates, so you know, we had to.
I'm like looking up at the roster. I'm like, okay, well, like,
okay, who's gonna be there?
who's gonna be there? And whatever. So we get there. They see that I had the roster accidentally open on my phone. And he goes, what the fuck? You were looking at the roster? I was like, how embarrassing, but yeah. And
Yeah.
I was like, oh, yeah.
I was like,
And-
that's what girls do. They look at the roster.
yeah. And he was like, oh, really? I was like, yeah. Are you
find-
stupid?
Are they lying about their height? Are they like you can find it
Anything.
all on the roster?
Yeah. No, but that's even the thing. That's the thing too. Like I'm on a roster too, and I guarantee guys probably did that back in the day, but not anymore. But like guys probably did the same with me.
It's like,
my headshot
oh.
was hideous.
No, but it's like, oh, your Hinge says you're 6'5". Let's check the roster.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, 5'11"? Interesting. No, I'm kidding.
But so we ended up going like out with them after we like met up with them. We had to hop on like birds because it wasn't even on Broadway. Like we met them off of Broadway, and so we bird over to Broadway, and we're with them, and it was like how many of us? 6 or 7 of us, all birding together, and then all of a sudden, 3 of them just disappear. So now me and Taylor are on like a double date with these 2 random boys we don't know. And I'm like, great. Like, this is not really how I want to spend my night, but whatever. Fuck it. I'm already like tipsy. Like, let's just have ourselves
We're
a
already
time.
here, so what are we gonna do?
Like, have ourselves a time. And we're just bar hopping, like literally like, well, no, you weren't even. So I was bar hopping, like I went to 2 different places. First place I went to, empty. Second place we went to, empty. Then we finally met up with Taylor. 'cause we
Our
lost
scooter
them.
didn't work, so we had to
Yeah,
walk.
they had to walk. We scootered, so it took them a while. We met up with them, and then the entire night, we were just in the corner of the bar, just like vibing with them. Like,
I was dancing. They were playing like Taylor Swift and like Justin Bieber. I
Yeah.
was like, this is a mood. Which normally it's like country music, but I was like, I'm here for the Justin Bieber throwbacks. I was like, that's fine.
I was a little upset though. Like looking back on that night, I was like, holy shit, we like didn't really do much. Like, we
didn't. But like, think about this. Like, we have so many stories to tell.
I know, but like, we sat in the corner of that bar for like 2 hours.
Yeah.
And I was like, I wanted to be like up and dancing and moving around, but like I
but
wasn't.
we did it the second night, so
We
it's
did,
fine.
we
But
did.
we basically spent the night with these 2 people, and like we had a really fun time.
No, I need to get into the tea part though. Are we gonna skip the tea part?
Spill the tea.
I'm
It's
gonna
your
spill the
to
tea because
spill.
I'm pissed. I hate men. I hate boys. I'm never gonna find a boyfriend. I've come to the conclusion. I was just vibing, having a good time. Like me and this man were literally being so flirty. It's fine. But then all of a sudden he like basically admits to us that he knew us from TikTok and then he knew us from Instagram and he was like amazed at the
right,
fact
because
that
he
was
thought
hanging
we
out
were
with us.
catfish.
Yeah, because he thought we were catfish. So I was like, whatever. Like, yeah, you know me from TikTok. He had already been following me on Instagram. Like, already knew who I was.
DM'd you before.
DM'd me before. So then so on my Instagram story, I put a box up that morning being like, Nashville recommendations, like leave them. And so that night, he was like, oh, like, let's all go to the gym tomorrow, like, whatever. I'm like, oh, so down. Like, that sounds like a great time, but like, I can't be super hungover, but like, I'm maybe with it. And he goes, look at your Instagram like box, like your recommended places to go. And I'm like, okay. And then I'm scrolling. He stops me in my tracks and goes, right there, click that one. I'm like, okay, why? Who is this? And I click on it and it says his name. And I look up at him and I go, is this you? And he goes, yeah. Like all flustered as is like why I would be pissed. His profile picture is literally a picture of him and his girlfriend. And I was like, do you have a girlfriend? And he goes, yeah, I have 2 years. And guys, I was so like flustered, confused, and like
it was
shook.
Wild.
Because we were literally like basically on a double date with these two guys. And like this guy was like touching me, like held my hand, like walking from bar to bar. And I'm like, I hate men. I seriously hate men.
Like, I was like, you like need to break up with your girlfriend because that's really fucked.
Like,
I was like,
so
you need
fucked.
to like this is not okay. I was like, you cheated on her. And it's like, I was like, no, you did.
No,
you
like
did
that.
100 and you should break up with her because that's not fair.
Yeah, like if you even like if your your head, like is that the saying? If your head even turns for a second for another girl like that, that's fucked.
No, it was bad. It
Like,
was not okay.
Up. And I know you guys are all gonna be like, oh my god, like go DM her. Like nah, like I'm not getting in that. Like I
wouldn't even know who. Yeah, well, I mean, like, and like technically, like he didn't do. Okay, like he did do a lot, but he didn't like kiss you or like.
Yeah, we didn't do. We just held hands and we're talking, and he was being flirty, but like
too much for someone that has a 2-year relationship.
Exactly.
That's for damn sure. Because if that was my boyfriend and I watched a video of him like acting like that in a bar, I'd probably cry myself to sleep.
Yeah.
So that was wild. But I had a great time. But anyway, so this is where when I just said, "Oh my god," and almost had a heart attack.
Yeah, go ahead, say it.
So I posted a TikTok that said how me and Sam both fell in love in Nashville. We'll get to the Sam part, but it said we both fell in love in Nashville. We'll never see them again. Some account, no name, says the name of the guy is screaming right now.
Shut up. Do you think it was a girl that said that?
Who would know?
Well, I feel like a guy wouldn't be like, is screaming right now. Like, that's such a girly thing to say.
Who would know? Who like?
I don't know, his friend?
It's like a burner account. 0 followers, 0 following, 0 likes. The
There's
at
no
is like
way.
he LMAO.
Did you delete the comment?
Like it literally says like blank, like his name is screaming right now.
Oh my goodness, that's insane.
Who would know who it is? And
Only his roommate
that's what I'm saying.
and the other guy.
So that's why I just like literally almost threw up on the floor.
That's insane.
So I had a great time. Yeah, fell in love in Nashville. Never gonna see him again. I'm crying about it on the daily, but it's okay.
Yeah, and then we get into night 2, guys. Night 2 was a fucking banger. Not
banger.
Not literally.
No, but like a rager.
Like a rager. No banging. just a banger. I wish so. Anyway, so I already had the intentions of like going on a date with some guy like weeks before.
That's why you came.
Yeah, a little bit. I wanted to see Nashville, not gonna lie, but like
No, but like that was like a
big reason.
Yeah.
So like I'm mutuals with someone like on Instagram, whatever, that lives there, and I full send reached out to him. I was like, hey, like let's go on a date. And so we went on a date. It was a lot of fun. Vibed very well. Like love meeting like people from social media. And after that date, he dropped me back off at the hotel because he knew that we were here for Taylor's like birthday weekend, and he didn't want me to miss out on like going out again. And I was like low-key like, damn, like I would have stayed and like hung out with you, like whatever.
Yeah,
but
which like I have friends. My best friend lives there, and like I know her friends, and like I had some of my hometown friends were coming, so I was already prepped to like if she didn't come back from her date, I was just gonna go out with my friend. Like
Yeah.
I was like I had plans.
I mean,
I'm glad you came out to be fun.
I'm glad. I'm so actually so glad.
glad that it worked how it did. But like I was fine. Like I like had
Yeah.
somewhere to go. Like if you didn't come back within the hour, I was gonna leave.
Yeah, I had like 2 drinks at the date, so like I was like buzzing anyway. So I was like, whatever, fuck it, like let's go downtown. So he dropped me off around like 6:37, which sounds so early. He picked me up at 5.
Early,
He picked me up at 5, so like I wasn't really gone that long, and we literally went like a few blocks down the street to go get food. So I get back, and then Taylor's like, all right, I need to go get food. So we went to Kava real quick. She had some food, whatever, awesome. And then from there, we just started our night.
Period. We went to 12:30 Club, which was like definitely an older crowd. But we just got a drink.
A lot of
there.
MILFs. Like if
facts, like yeah, like if
and DILFs.
But listened to a little live music. Had ourselves a time. And then when we left there, where did we go? We went straight out.
Yeah, we went straight out.
Oh God, Jesus, that was early. Why did we do that? Okay, so we went out. We went to Whiskey Row. Yeah,
on the rooftop.
we went to Whiskey Row. All these bars in
Wait, when
Nashville
did that video
are 3 stories, but this one I think was more than 3. So there was 3 floors, but the floors in between you couldn't really go to. So I think the top was actually like 5 stories up. It was so many stairs, but like we're just wandering around, having ourselves a good time. It was actually really funny.
Taylor,
because,
wait.
What?
We literally got to that bar. I'm looking at my memories. 9 p.m.
Yeah, we got there really early. So we're wandering around, having a time, dancing, making videos of us dancing.
We could talk about the grandmas real quick. The grandmas like made my entire day. Guys, I'm not even kidding. This is how my bachelorette party is going to be. There was a group of bachelorette girls dressed up as grandmas, like in grandma clothes, grandma wigs, like glasses, everything. I took a selfie with them. They're so cute. I don't think they'll ever remember me, but I remember them. And so within those 10 minutes, Taylor, I have the timestamps. Within 10 minutes, we took the photos with the grandmas, and then I went over to the pole to set my phone up and take videos of us dancing together. And I posted one on my Instagram story, but it's just like me and her like tangoing, and then I kissed her on the cheek.
Yeah, we were just dancing. I posted one on TikTok too.
So from like 9:20 to 9:30, this is where our lives just changed.
Yeah. So we're just dancing, and I see multiple times this guy like make eye contact with me, and these guys are just talking about us like so loud, like they're making TikToks like loud, like I'm listening to them talking about us. And I keep telling Sam, I'm like, these guys keep talking about us, and she's kind of like, no, they're like not that cute, like don't like entertain it. I'm like they're just like they just keep talking about us, like it's like say hello. Like I was almost want to be like, hey, because like if you're gonna talk about me, like say hello, like take a picture to last longer, like yeah, you know? But I'm like, we need other drinks. So I go to the bar, waiting there, and then across the bar I just see a man go, what do you want to drink? And it's the guy. And I was like, these guys, I knew it. So we go over, we start talking to them, obviously, because I'm not gonna say no.
No, never.
And we're just gonna like, what are you guys doing? Where are you from? Like blah blah blah, like why are you here, you know? And Sam's talking to another one of them, and he's like, we play the Predators tomorrow, like the NHL team. Like we're like, he kind of like was not trying to be like we're in the NHL, but he was just like he was kind of like, we play hockey. And I'm like, okay. He's like, yeah, like we play the Predators tomorrow, like we play for Tampa Bay. I was like, oh, you like are in the NHL? And he was like, yeah. And I like grabbed Sam and whispered to her, I was like, they're in the NHL.
And guys, my jaw dropped to the floor. Immediate 5s turned into 10s. I was like, no fucking way. I love ice hockey. I love ice hockey men.
In life.
Literally, my biggest weakness is an ice hockey player.
And this entire NHL team was there. And now, mind you, the way that this was all set up, actually, the guy that talked to me actually was like not interested in me at all. He was just being wingman for his friend because he was married. Great dude.
Yeah, they were like all married.
Very respectable very respectable to the wife. Really great dude. I was actually just telling them about my boy problems. I was just hanging out with them and like being their friend, and he was just trying to be wingman. I was like, what a good friend. Like you really did hear bought other drinks because your friend didn't want to talk to us. Like he was literally like if you're not gonna
wimp,
like if you're not gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. So like he just bought the drinks, which was really funny. But we spent the night with this NHL team, and apparently some of them are like really clouded or whatever, and they were like getting stopped, and I was like, what the hell is this? But then we got stopped with them quite a few times,
and they were like, what the fuck are you guys famous? We're like, no, we just have a podcast. Like, and I was like, do you guys like not get stopped? And then one of them was like, I never get stopped. I was like, well, I'm honestly like surprised by that, but like it's a very niche group of people. Like if I like Bruins players, like if I see them on the street, like I'm gonna stop them. But like the Tampa Bay people, like I probably would, well, other than Steven
Stamkos. If that's your like I feel that's like if that's a team that 100%. You like someone's gonna stop them, whatever.
100%.
But it's like, we got stopped quite a lot because my old school, University of Florida, was there for a road trip because it was the UF Vanderbilt game. So it was like it was giving me PTSD because everywhere I went was people from my college, like wearing the college colors, like so identifiable, like sorority girls, like so many people, and it was crazy because it's like probably like 5 girls that like go there came up to us, and it's like, wow, like I hated it there and none of you were my friend. So it's just like full circle. Like I'm like, oh, funny.
Yeah.
I'm like, nice to meet you. I hated it. I'm like, I used to go there. They're like, oh yeah, I know. I'm like, yeah, I hated it there. Like all your sororities like got dropped from every single one of your sororities, but like have so much fun. Hated it. So that was super funny, but they were like, what the fuck? Because you guys just kept being the best and like saying hi to us. And it was really fun.
I even had like a guy stop me. And
yes.
He was like, are you Sam? I was like, yeah. He's like, can I take a selfie with you? I was like, okay, this is random because I never have guys stop me like this. But I was like, here for it. I was like, let's go.
But sometimes it's always funny when we're with like guys, like our guy friends or like just like our friends and people stop us, especially if they're new friends, because people are like, what? They're like, what's going on? And we're like, nothing, don't worry about it.
Yeah. So we ended up like leaving the place we were at with them, going to another place, picking up a bunch of like the rest of their team members because they were at another place. And then basically at that point it was like the whole team, and then we all went back to the place we were at, and they had a table. So the rest of the night we were just like at the table in the back, like
it was the whole team. It was the whole roster.
The whole roster was there, like literally insane. And I'm just like mind blown. I'm like texting my brothers the whole time. I'm like, I'm literally with like Steven Stamkos right now. Like this is fucking insane. Like, like what the fuck is going on?
We said we weren't gonna name drop.
Well, it's the fucking like
none of you give a shit.
Yeah, like no one gives a fuck. And so yeah, it was just a lot of fun. I literally fell in love with one of them, and I'm very sad that I'm never gonna see them ever again.
Yeah,
but
so that's in the TikTok where I said me and Sam both fell in love. Like Sam did fall in love.
No, I literally fell in love. Like he had the biggest bubble butt, like hockey player bubble butts. Like
Sam fell in love night 2. I did fall in love night 1, and now we're just two heartbroken girlies. And apparently, me posting that TikTok just got me exposed because some burner account knows who it is.
It's whatever.
Who the fuck? I'm like gonna DM like the friend and be like, is this you?
Yeah. I mean, you can.
I'm shook.
Yeah, you honestly should. But like that was our weekend in a nutshell. It was so much fun. If you want the visual representation, you can go to my YouTube video. I vlogged the whole trip. It's already live. We posted a lot of photo dumps on Instagram. So
yeah, mine will be up soon, probably like at the end of the week. Mine will be up, which it'll be fun. I tried to get as much content as I could. It's like so hard, but I tried.
But I do want to say something real quick because I wrote this down in my podcast notes catch up, and it really has been pissing me off lately. So a lot of you guys know I'm in soul search for a boyfriend, okay? But I cannot stand the comments of people that are like, stop looking for love. It will just fall into your hands. I stopped looking and I have my boyfriend now. And I'm like, it can't be like that. They're like, for certain people, it can be like that because like you probably, found him in college where you're socially surrounded by so many people. You're going to class, you're going to work. I literally work from home every day. I don't socialize with people. Like, if I'm going to be finding someone, it's going to be out at the clubs, it's going to be on an app, or it's going to be at the gym. And if I'm in those settings, I'm most likely searching. So it's like, it's just not like I have to search. And I hate when people say, stop searching. Because I have to.
Yeah. If you're like, I feel like in college, like in somewhere where like you're with people all the time. But it's like if we go out, we're going out with our same group of friends. And it's like if you're not going to date them, then like who?
Exactly.
Like there's
my
no one else in your
two
life.
ex-boyfriends were in my friend group. They quote unquote fell into my hands because I wasn't looking. But like it's not like that anymore.
A bunch of people your age at all.
Exactly. Like I'm in a new city. I'm trying to make new friends. I don't want my friends turning into my boyfriends because then that just ruins friendships. And I'm not into my guy. Like mom listening right now because my mom's always like, oh my god, like what about XYZ in our friend group? I'm like, no.
But it's also it's not like you were searching for a boyfriend in Nashville. We were searching for plans. Like we were searching for people to like.
No, 100%. No, the reason I say that is because I literally said on my Snapchat, why can't I just find a man that's just like so obsessed with me? Like it's so hard. Like I want a boy that's so obsessed with me. And then someone like commented back and was just like, stop searching. Like love will fall into your hands.
No, yeah, because like, here's what like we were just like, not to be like too egotistical, like assholes, but it's like, like why didn't you fall in love with me too? You know what I mean? Like we were so down bad.
No,
and,
I was down bad.
These guys could be like not caring less.
Yeah, no, not at all.
No, they literally don't care.
They don't give a shit about us.
And it's like, oh, okay, like why? Like what? Why?
Okay, so but here's my thing with this whole like topic is if I'm living here in Austin, Texas, and I want to find a boyfriend, and I'm not gonna search for one, how am I gonna find someone? I work from home all day. I go out on the weekends, maybe once a weekend, and all I'm doing in social settings is going to the gym during the day.
Right.
Where am I gonna find someone?
Whole Foods.
Like, but exactly. If I'm going to Whole Foods, like, and I approach a man, that's because I'm searching. Like, it's not like a man's gonna come up to me and be like, "Hello, let me take you on a date, gorgeous." Yeah. Like, I don't know.
No, you're right. You're 100% right. And it's like, and if we want to talk, you know what we should talk about?
What?
So at the bar, right before when we were waiting for our drinks from the hockey players, actually waiting for our order, I see this guy and I was like, he does social media. And Sam was like, I don't recognize him. I was like, no, he does. I'm like, he 100% does. Like, I knew he did fitness things. And obviously we do fitness things. So like in our world, that's kind of like seeing like a coworker, right? Like I was like, I know this guy does fitness stuff. So I asked him, I was like, you do internet stuff, right? Like, and I was like, what company are you with? Because that's like easy to pinpoint like where I've seen you. Like if you were with XYZ supplement company or XYZ clothing company, I'd be like, oh yeah, like you do that, whatever. He used to be with the same supplement company we were. So when he said it, we're like, oh my God, me too. Like, so did we. Like, so funny. Like, that's definitely how I recognize you, whatever. Like, basically, whatever. Like, have a good night. Like, that's how I recognize you. Like, whatever.
He's probably like 20 years older than us too. Like,
yeah, like literally just like,
to him.
Like, oh yeah, that's how I know you. Cool. And then he was like, oh, like my girlfriend's over there. The girlfriend was so mad. Like
death staring
like
at us.
death staring. Like we were trying to steal her man. And he kept coming to be like, babe, come. Like they used to work with like so-and-so. Like they were with the same company. And she just like wanted, and I was just like, I was not trying to steal your man. Like I just realized we worked for the same person and was like saying what's up to be like, I don't know, friendly?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Like,
and
what?
Then the girlfriend's friend comes up to me, taps me on the shoulder and goes, that's her girlfriend or that's his girlfriend over there. And I just look at her, I go, okay. So? Like,
okay,
what is that?
Tell her to come over. I'd love to meet her. Like, I don't know.
Like, what do you want me to do about it? Not talk to him anymore? Like I'm not flirting with him.
Like, I just realized we're with the same company. It's like literally like the same thing as like us. Like, it's like if it was your coworker. Like, that's our like colleagues, if you will. It's like, oh, like you also work for that company. Like, same like me too. Like,
yeah.
Nice to meet you. Like, whatever. Like, so innocent conversation. Like, and just like not someone we'd be flirting with. Like, obviously way older than us. Like, literally not at all like that. And she was so angry. And then they got in a fight.
Yeah, they were fighting.
They were fighting like in the corner of the bar. And I was like, well, I did not mean to cause a fight in this relationship. Like, did not mean, because like she did it. You know what's weird, ladies? If you're gonna be insecure like that, she was standing all the way to the side, and it's like you could have just been standing with him and like
heard what we were talking about.
Yeah, like I was just asking him like what supplement company he worked for. Like you didn't have to like exclude yourself and make it's like I feel like some girls make it seem like oh, like he's ignoring me, or like these girls like, no, you stood over there.
Yeah,
you could have stood right here and been like, hi, I'm so and so, and I would have been like, nice to meet you, I'm Taylor. Like, I don't like there was nothing. Like, I can't with like super insecure girls like that, because I mean I feel like there's definitely guys that do that, because obviously I've only experienced guys doing that to me, but it's like, girls, don't be crazy. Like, if that's you, don't be crazy.
Yeah, don't be crazy.
Don't be crazy.
I mean, I don't know.
It was just crazy. It was wild. And yeah, but that was right before hockey player saga.
No, I'm literally in love. Like,
yeah, so like guys, like what do we do? Like, what should we do about this? Because
like I'm never gonna see him again. I've been so down bad about this situation because I've never been just like having so much fun with someone in my entire life.
I really feel that. But guys, like, what do we do?
As if they're gonna answer us right now. They can't answer us right now.
Sound off in the comments.
I know. Of
our Instagram post. What would you do? Speaking of advice and what we would do.
I know, I have to go get my laptop.
You have to get you want to come back and we can do it?
Yeah.
Okay, so that was kind of our weekend. Let us know what we should do about being literally these people don't care about us at all. So you can give us advice, and then we want to give you guys advice.
Let's segue real quickly into Thanksgiving though, because I know this can be like a tough time for some people.
Isn't that going to be like next week's episode?
No, Thanksgiving is right now.
I guess for like after.
Yeah, I was just gonna do like a little bit of like a
little
just
bit
a
of
little plug of like Thanksgiving and just like
right.
being free of food. So if you want to like start it off, I'm gonna go run downstairs and get our laptop.
Okay. So Thanksgiving is on Thursday, and you know, for someone especially like us, think about it. We just had a big weekend out, and there's a holiday coming up. I'm actually not going home for Thanksgiving. Not that that matters. Whatever. But there is just no reason to be scared or upset or missing out on time with your family, times with your friends, your significant other, whatever it may be, because of not wanting to eat certain things, drink certain things. There's no reason to not eat all day, to eat for Thanksgiving. All of that is a whole bunch of crap. It is one day of the whole entire year with people you love so much. And if I could just think about all those years that I spent worried about what I was going to eat, I don't remember what I felt that day, what I felt after I ate. And like all the guilt or like thoughts I had about it literally don't matter anymore. You're never going to remember that part of your holiday of what you ate or didn't eat or bloated you felt or any of that. You're not at all. You're going to remember that it was really fun hanging out with your family and enjoying that quality time. So enjoy yourself. Have so much fun. If you're going home on a trip and you can't work out, it literally doesn't matter. You're going to be just fine. Be thankful that you have food on the table and people to spend the holiday with, and that should be your only focus. You'll be fine.
No, yeah, 100%. And thank you for Taylor for doing that for me while I ran to get my laptop.
You're good.
But no, seriously, like it does take some time to like obviously adjust like feeling like that. I would say last year, like last Thanksgiving was my first year where I was like food freedom, okay with it. And like this year is going to be the same exact thing. Obviously probably way stronger than it was last year, but it's just going to take some building and getting used to. But I promise you guys, like don't be guilty whatsoever about anything that you're consuming that day. Get back right on track, you know, how you would if it's, you know, the next week, if you're traveling, whatever. But just enjoy your time with friends and family. You're not going to look back 6 months from now and be like, damn, I wish I ate less on Thanksgiving. Like, do you know how silly that sounds? So
yeah,
just enjoy whatever yummy food is going to be in front of you at dinner.
Yep.
But we got a lot. We had 50 responses.
Oh, my goodness.
And, guys, I'm just going to let you know right now, like, we're not going to be able to obviously get back to all of you guys, but we're going to pick like a few like each week. You can continue each week. Like the live Google form is going to always be on the Instagram. You can always submit anything if you ever need help with absolutely anything. We'll try to answer as many as we can. So yeah, let's get into it. So I liked this one. Well, I didn't like it. Obviously, I feel bad for you, but let's So she goes, I broke up with my long-term boyfriend and I met a guy at the gym who I connected with instantly. Since then, we are just starting dating and everything has been going well. However, I feel like I didn't get the time to myself that I wanted between men. And now I feel like I'm wishing I had taken the time for myself. But I also don't want to just break things off with a new guy because I see potential with him.
As someone who just got out of a long-term relationship, I am like really just seeing what the world has to offer. And I think you should do the same. And I think like you don't have like, if you like literally like are you like if you're like they're legit boyfriend and girlfriend, like
it also depends how long were you in a relationship with the guy before.
Long term, like probably a while. And like if you feel that you have not felt like if you feel like you have not seen enough of the world on your own and like talked to enough people and like enjoyed the single life, that means you haven't, and you should probably be single.
Yeah,
you should probably talk, because I'm like in my like single girl era and I need that in my life, and no one can convince me except for a Nashville guy. No one can convince me to date them right now.
Yeah, especially too if like think about and reflect on if you just really like him because you're getting like attention and validation
ding, ding, ding.
and like compliments and like all that. Is that why you like him, or do you genuinely like really fucking like him? I would like reflect on that too, because a lot of the times like if you're coming out of a relationship and you're used to the attention, used to like the communication 24/7, then that's probably what it is. And that's like kind of like what happened with me with my 2 back-to-back boyfriends, and I ended up dating both of them. But it's fine because I've been single for 4 years now, but I would definitely put that into consideration.
Yeah, I would honestly be like single and be selfish. If you're writing in that and took the time to do that, that means you want to be single. I mean, and if it's the right person, like maybe it'll come back. Like maybe you just need to like not be like exclusively with someone, and like you can still be like hanging out or whatever. But I think you should be single.
A lot of these are about boyfriends, and I kind of love it.
It's the theme.
I know. My roommate hates my boyfriend being over, and this also is correlating to like last episode, but my roommate hates my boyfriend being over, and we don't share a room, and we each pay individual rent, so she shouldn't be mad about that. We never are in the living room, and he never sees her, so she said I need to let her know everything every time he is over, and it's annoying because she acts like my mother but worse. I don't know what to do, and I just need help on what to say and do.
Does your boyfriend suck or no?
Well, no. Honestly, it just sounds like there just needs to be like better communication between the two of you. Like, I don't think it's an issue if like you telling her that he's coming over. Like,
but I think it's a little bit weird that like, because if you had a boyfriend, like there's not always planned coming over. There's like, stop by for this, like you went and run an errand and you decided to come back, like if you're literally like having a boy, like that happens, and like it'd be kind of ridiculous if one of us had a boyfriend and like we're planning to go to lunch, but then we came back and it was like, you need to like tell me that you're coming back, like you're like my mom.
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean? Like that's a little bit ridiculous. But if like consistently it's like, oh, if there's ever a time I don't mention he's gonna be around, like you're gonna be mad, because it's like, why does she not like, because you said you don't share a room, because a dorm room is different, because like you kind of need to know when there's going to be someone in your like literal bedroom. But if you're not sharing a room like that and you have two separate bedrooms and she knows it's your boyfriend, you're not just bringing random people, I feel like she's being kind of a little bit of a crazy, and like there's definitely a reason. Like you need to ask the reason and get it out of her, because like, does your boyfriend suck? Like, is she like, what's the reason?
No, yeah. And the great thing about this, we already did a whole episode on roommates. You can potentially get out of that rooming situation. Like, if it's really that bad, like, get out of it, and then go from there. I want to segue into binging. There's quite a bit about binging. I'm definitely afraid of buying a jar of peanut butter because I know that I'm going to probably binge on it and eat it entirely in one sitting. I've been avoiding it for as much as possible to reduce my probability of binging. Do you have any tips? I'm going to answer you, or I'm basically going to say you pretty much answered your own question with this. A lot of times, especially with myself, when I experienced binging, like it pretty much came from like restricting. If I restricted for so long and like it was always in my mind, like I can't have peanut butter, and then the peanut butter would be in front of me, I would then binge on it. So you need to slowly reintroduce the peanut butter into your days of eating, whether it's like you're measuring it out. Tracking macros helps me tremendously with like developing a better relationship with food, but like slowly but surely adding peanut butter more and more into your diet. Like it's totally okay. You can have 2-3 servings of peanut butter in one day, like if that's what you want to do. But I would buy that damn jar of peanut butter and enjoy it however you want to have it. I think holding off on buying a jar of peanut butter or any type of fear food is going to cause you to be more binge likely on that piece of food.
Yeah, and if there's other ones that you can slowly kind of heal your relationship with food, because my thing was cereal. Cereal like weirded me out about having, because I just like wanted it all the time, and I can't really remember if one day I don't think one day to the next I just kind of like bought it and was okay with it. I think there was maybe other foods that I had to kind of work my way up to the cereal, but like I feel like I got okay with having it on certain things before I had it in the house, and then maybe I got like and I don't even know what's like right, because like obviously if it's that bad, like they're like professional eating disorder therapists that will help you with this, but I'm just trying to think of what I did. And then I feel like maybe I got good with like granola, because granola, even though it's high calorie and like sugar, was like healthier than like Frosted Flakes, even though it's like not, like it's literally not at all unless it's like homemade, I guess. But like then like that was okay, and then it was like, okay, cereal, because kind of like the tracking macros thing, like wait, you're telling me cereal and granola are the same calories and I think granola is healthy, I could just have cereal. Then I was like okay with the cereal. Yeah. And it like took a lot of like, I feel like it definitely wasn't one day to the next, but like as it's an entire relationship with food thing. It's not just the peanut butter. Like that's like you need to work on your entire relationship with food, obviously, because it might just transfer into something else.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah. I would say it obviously depends on like where the binging is coming from, whether it's like you are tracking at the moment and it's like not helping and you need to completely get away from the numbers, or if you maybe do need to incorporate the numbers. So
Yeah, but definitely just knowing that it's okay to have, like, if you're like, I can only have 1 tablespoon a day, like, tell yourself you can literally have, like, you could have peanut butter on your breakfast, peanut butter on your dessert, and peanut butter as part of a snack.
yeah,
Like, and there's nothing wrong with that.
nothing
and that'll
wrong with
be
it at all.
just fine. And if you're like, I need to only have like 1 spoonful a day, like, that's where you're getting yourself. But like, make sure you know, like, put it on your oatmeal, put it on like toast for a snack, put it on your like, if you're just
Smoothie.
like, yeah, like, you put it in anything.
Yeah. So hopefully that helped you out a little bit. I'm sorry you're obviously going through that. Like, that's never fucking easy. Like, I remember literally struggling and crying over the fact that I could not stop eating. So, another one. Dear Queens, writing for some advice on relations, friendships, and men. Currently in my late 20s, realizing I'm getting more rigidist. Sorry, can't fucking spell or speak. I'm illiterate. To who I'm around, and it's making me a little bit more alone. I just want to find like-minded people to hang out with and not settle to a guy that just doesn't get me or is not fully aligned. Is that too much? Should I be more flexible or lower my criteria, or is that okay and fair? Honestly, I'm just getting afraid to end up alone. Thank you in advance. Love you both. I will say this right now. You sound just like me.
It does sound.
It sounds just like me. So do not worry. I'm in like my mid 20s, but I just think that, as cheesy as this sounds, like, the right man will obviously come into your life at some point, but you do need to continue to, like, obviously keep searching. Never settle if you think that there's anything like that, like, is an ick for you, like, right away. Like, I do get icks a lot from men, and sometimes I think maybe it's a me problem, but then I talk to other people and they're like, no, like, you just have, like, expectations and like high standards, which is totally okay to have. Now, you didn't really say anything about, like, your standards or anything, but, like, obviously there are some people that have way too high of standards, but, like, it doesn't sound like it. It just sounds like you just need your life to align.
Yeah, as long as you're not being stubborn. Like, if you're being stubborn in the sense that, like, let's say you're like, no, like, I don't, like, I could never meet a guy, like, out at a bar. Like, I could never do that. They'd never be the one. Like, how do you know? Like,
Yeah.
you're at the bar. Like, why can't he be at the bar? Like, yeah, it might not be, like, your ideal scenario, but, like, don't be stubborn and, like, no. Like, no, I'm not even gonna, like, no, never. Like, do you want my number? No. Like, because, like, you're at the bar. Like, you can't be stubborn like that, because then that's super annoying. And you also can't, like, you can't be, like bitchy and, like, ghosting people because maybe, like, one word they said wasn't, like, right.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know. Like, you got to give people a little bit of a chance, and also know, like, the boundaries with, like, relationships. Just because you don't think someone's going to be the person you're going to marry doesn't mean you can't go out and get a drink with them. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Like, maybe you, like, match with a guy on Hinge, or you're like, no, because he doesn't check, like, every single box. And it's like, okay, he checks enough boxes to, like, go on a date with. So go on a date. Like, you know? Like,
Yeah, and that's the shitty thing about, like, Hinge, too, is, like, you're kind of just, like, you have to be vulnerable. You have to put yourself out there, like, in order to even find out if you align with this person.
yeah, like,
you
really don't know.
It's, like, surface level when you
'Cause
first meet someone.
She was talking about with friends, too, right?
Yeah, friends and
Because
men.
friends, there's also boundaries with friends, which, like, I'm a big proponent of, in terms of, like, there's your friends that are, like, your best friends that you're gonna, like, room together and fucking start a podcast with. There's your friends that you only see, like, at night to go out. There's your friends that you just go to the gym with. There's your friends that you only see, like, twice a year. And, like, that's fine. That does, so you can't hold everything to the same standard of, if you're not, like, the most perfect person,
Yeah.
you can't be in my life. Maybe they shouldn't be your best friend, but, like, if they're inviting you to a party on a Saturday, you should go. Like, just, like, things like that. And knowing that not everyone has to be your best friend. Like, acquaintances are fine.
Yeah.
And like I said about, like, going on a date, like, just because you don't think you're gonna marry the guy, go grab a drink. It's like, it's fun.
Yeah. All right, I have 2 more for us. For second to last one is, I honestly feel so lost, lonely, and unfulfilled in my life at the moment. I'm only 17, but I feel like I have achieved nothing, but I want to do so much, and I'm scared that I will never get to where I want to be if I don't reach for it in the next few years. I don't know what depression feels like, but I'm never happy anymore, and I always feel like I have no one to talk to. You girls look so thrilled and successful in your career. I just wondering how long will it took you to get to the place of happiness and peace with yourself, and also how you started doing and achieving things that you really wanted to do in life. I love you guys so much, and I always will support you. First of
you
all,
sound like me.
First of
about
all,
2 years
love
ago.
you and appreciate you too. But yeah, like you're
not,
17.
I'm not thrilled and successful in my career. I mean, successful is relative, but for my standards, I don't find myself like successful to my standards. Obviously, like I said, it's relative. Like I'm successful enough that I like have a job, but like to my standards, I'm not successful. Like I'm nowhere near thrilled. No, like if it comes off that, I mean that's just the truth. Like I don't wake up every day like I'm the best. Like, and I know for sure what I'm doing with my life. I don't know what I'm doing with my life. I'm 22 years old. You're 17, and I used to hate in high school when people would be like, this doesn't matter. I was like, it does matter. No, it literally doesn't. 17-year-old me, I literally don't even remember what I was doing at 17. Like, nothing that I did at 17 mattered. The only thing you should be focusing on, if there's a school you want to go to, do what you have to do to get into that school.
And I can understand.
And then even if there's not, I don't know, like you don't even have to go to a crazy good school, but like whatever, like focus on like getting into whatever college you want to, whatever.
I understand though, being at 17 though, and like not really feeling like you know what you want to do with like your degree, your career.
Yeah,
because,
but you
like,
shouldn't.
No, but there is so much pressure at that time in your life trying to decide on a school, trying to decide on a degree, because like I just said, fuck it. I was like, you know what? I'm doing graphic design. Do I love it? Yeah, but do I picture myself doing it for the rest of my life? No, not really. And I just felt like I put myself in like a really like small little bubble of that career, and I was just so like I love it. I still use graphic design, but like I didn't know if I wanted to do it for the rest of my life. So like don't feel the pressure. You have like 4 years in college if you do choose to go to college to decide if like that's something you really want to pursue or not.
Yeah.
Go to school and do undecided and just take a bunch of random classes. Like I think so long to figure it out.
Look up the percentage. It's really, really high about the amount of people that change their major. I think it's like, I don't know it off the top of my head, but it's ridiculous. I guess I can Google it, but just, it's like everyone changes their major. One. And if someone in your high school seems like they know what they're doing, you can take me as a perfect example. I was actually very thrilled and successful and fulfilled in high school. Like I had really good grades. I was involved. I got into my dream school. I thought I knew what major I was going to be. Like I was living my best life. Like maybe someone that you see in your classes being like, oh, but so-and-so like knows what she's doing, right? Because I thought I was on a path. Like I thought I had it all written out. And then lo and behold, I dropped out and now I do this and I hated my school and nothing worked out. And it's like that person that you might be like, oh my God, like I don't know what I'm doing, but like Ashley next to me in class like has known her major since she was like 5 years old and is going to this school, like, and Ashley might drop out and Ashley might like never get a job. Like, you don't know.
Yeah, everyone
like,
puts up such a front. Like you don't know.
Yeah, no one knows. And like the person who like wants to be a this, like they don't know. Like they literally don't know what they want to do. They'll probably change their major. I mean, if they don't, that's really good for them. But they probably don't know what the hell they're doing. So many people are going to transfer schools, not finish school. What you're doing at like 17 is so young, and like you like there's nothing you really like, and also I don't like there's nothing you need to be doing besides like graduating high school.
And
that's
also
it.
like for our perspective of like people at our age, like for me and Taylor, like I'm 24, she's 22, and a lot of the people I personally look up to that are like entrepreneurs, like own their own businesses, like they didn't start their businesses until they were like 27, 28, and they're all like in their early 30s now. So it's like I still have like 4 to 5 years to figure my life out if I want to be at the level that those people are at. So it's like everything is just like
it's you're always going to
like,
be comparing yourself to someone, first of all. Like
yeah.
You could be like, I feel so behind in life too. Like I said, I don't feel thrilled and successful. Like sometimes I have to smack myself in the face and realize that I'm 22 years old and like have a job and live on my own. Like that's great. Like I can put a roof over my head. Great. Cool. Like I have to smack myself in the face because I feel behind. I feel behind all the time. And I think you're always going to feel that way. But I think, and like I have to actively think about it. Like you just have to actively tell yourself every day. Like for me right now, I just say like, I don't need to have, you know, some influencers make a shit ton of money and like crazy money, like ridiculous. And they post like, they go shopping, they get all these designer things. I'm like, what the fuck? Like these people that are just so successful, right? They blow up on TikTok overnight, and it's like, shit, man, like wish I was them. Then I have to be like, you know what? But I'm not, and I can support myself and put a roof over my head, and I'm doing fine. So it's fine. Like I don't need to be so and so.
Yeah,
like,
you need to stop comparing yourself.
You
to
just
others.
need to be doing your own thing, because then in a week, like, so much changes so fast. And like I said about like the person who knows what college they want to go to, and they might end up like me and like dropping out. Like, as you get older, and the person that got like, maybe someone gets like promoted before you and they're making more money, they could get fired. Like, you did, like, it just doesn't, like, there's so much that could happen that there's no point, because like in a year, every single person who's around you life can be completely different. And you're 17 and you're gonna look back on this and be like, why was I stressed, when you should just be like enjoying the fact that you're 17?
Yeah, agreed. All right, last one, and I'm so sad this has to be the last one, but I feel like we've been talking forever, and we'll be doing this every episode at the end anyway. So yeah. I used to have big boobs during puberty, then lost. Sorry, I don't know why that just like drew me for a loop. I used to have really big boobs during puberty, but then lost completely going through my ED. Now in recovery, trying to bulk, but I feel like I lost my boobs and they're just stuck small now. I don't wear bras because I am a dancer and a PT, but I have a lingerie modeling casting job today, and they said that a 32A didn't fill out any of the bras, felt so unfeminine, and it just brought to light all my insecurities. Do you have any advice?
Okay, well, I think it's fucked that someone would say that to you.
I know. Well, that modeling is just like, they nitpick everything on you, and it's like, that's just not like obviously a fun situation to be in, and I feel horrible that you feel that way. I'm not gonna lie, like, I have really small boobs too, and like seeing a lot of other people with like bigger boobs, like, it makes me insecure. It makes me feel unfeminine. Like, I'll wear a bathing suit and I just feel like I look so flat chested. So like, I understand that. I feel you on that. But in terms of like the whole like having boobs, losing boobs, like, you got to remember that like so much happens like as you grow older. Like, some people like height wise shrink. Like, when you get older, you get shorter. Like, you may like grow a bigger butt, like through genetics, not through like the gym, but like every aspect of your body will change over time. So you can't really just compare yourself to like when you had bigger boobs during puberty. So
yeah, okay, another thing, it's really messed up that they'd say that to you, but if you're modeling something you want to do, and I'm not saying it's right, I'm just saying this is how it is. Like, your body is an object when you're modeling, because it's like what you're doing. Like, you are being like an object, like, and that's just what it is. Like, that's just how it works. So you can't take it personal, because at the end of the day, it's not necessarily that what they're telling you about how you look is bad. It's just not right for the job they're trying to do, because there's probably many other jobs like high fashion modeling where they would send you right out the door if you had bigger boobs. You know what I mean? So like, that's just gonna come with modeling, of like, they want the look they want: brown hair, blonde hair, bigger boobs, littler boobs, taller, shorter, thinner, bigger. It like, that's just how it comes. I'm not saying it's right. I'm saying that's how it is. Yeah. So if that's what you want to do, that is unfortunately how it is. Like, if they want the bra to look a certain way with boobs, they're going to cast someone with boobs, and another brand might be like, I really want this to be worn on someone with no boobs because it fits them better. Like, and that's just how it is if you're going to want to model. Second thing, I've never really wanted huge boobs. I'm at like a 34C, 32C, I think I got a bombshell bra. You should get one. Craziness. I bit the bullet and bought one. I have never wanted huge boobs because I know people that have really big boobs, and the amount of problems that come with really big boobs. Like, you need to sit back and think about that. There's a lot of good things that come with not having boobs. And most guys are, what's that audio? It's like, Chris Evans is an ass man. You just got to remember, a lot of guys like butt better. No one gives a fuck.
Yeah. You just got to love
like,
yourself.
Like, literally, like, I just, like, the modeling, like, that really does suck. And, like, I'm sorry, but, like, the fact that the industry is like that, like, it just kind of sucks. But that's just, like, how it is. Which is brutal. But you don't have to wear bras with shirts. You can wear like littler, daintier shirts that a lot of girls with bigger boobs might be like, oh my god, look at you, I'm so jealous, like, you don't have boobs, you can wear that top, I can't. Like, girls backs be hurting out here because their boobs are big, like, and you don't have to deal with that.
Yeah, the big boob girls listening right now, like, fuck off.
You can run. Like, some girls can, and that's just how, like, there's just pros and cons to every single, like, you're like, the grass is always greener, you know what I mean? And like we were saying about getting something done, maybe one day in your life get a boob job. Like, nothing wrong with
I
it.
might have to.
Nothing wrong with it. Get a boob job. Buy a bombshell bra.
Yeah.
And do other things that make you feel like, if it actually makes you like not feel feminine, like do your hair, do your makeup, like I don't know, like flaunt what makes you do, like what makes you feel feminine. And also follow girls on Instagram that are so pretty that don't have boobs. Like there's so many like beautiful model, amazing, like 10 out of 10 girls who don't have boobs. And look at them. They're hot.
They be
So,
thriving.
They're thriving. They're hot. Like if you follow a bunch of girls with huge boobs that make you insecure, don't follow them.
Yeah. Agreed. You need to soak all the information in. I'm really sad, guys, that we have to go, but like it's been a long episode.
It has, and
I have to go to a
crap to
laser
do.
hair removal appointment.
And I need to figure out who commented on my TikTok knowing who the guy I met in Nashville was, because I'm gonna die.
We'll definitely keep you guys updated on the boy scenarios.
I'm gonna die.
Like,
What
I
do
know you
do?
guys like
guys,
it.
what do I do about, how do I find out who that was? Like, I'm shook.
Oh, I just got a text from them asking if I can come earlier. I'm going to do that because,
Yes, you should.
yeah. All right, guys,
Okay,
we
well.
love you so much. I hope you guys
Love
enjoyed this
you.
episode, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.